It is very, very interesting. Number one, we have a very different kind of employees. I think our average age is 26 years. From now the oldest boss, not our chairman, but from the bigger boss to everyone else, I think it's around 26 years. So the experience is a bit different. If you're totally new, it's I think it might be a bit intimidating, because you find all kind of cultures here. You find the Chinese, you find people from Zimbabwe, you find people from the US, and everyone. It's a mixed culture station, and so working together in the beginning is a bit challenging, because you must understand everyone from their background and getting to know them better, so that in the end you can actually work together. But now, after getting to know these people and working together, you realize you have a very unique combination of people, because you understand people from a way different background, which is a bit different from working with people you had whom you had the same experiences with. You share the same cultures, you you celebrate the same holidays, you know. So yeah, it's quite enlightening to work with the people at Capital. The digital media team is okay. One thing I must say about the digital team, it's very passionate. I think we have not had a lot of traffic of people leaving, and I think since we started the department, I think only 2 people have left. Yeah, but just additions. We've just been having additional people in the department. That is a sign that shows these people are passionate, and for a person who loves the challenges, yeah, and changing of the industry every now and then, I think Capital Digital Media is the best. Anyway, going to the individuals, we have a team of designers. Yeah, we have around 3 designers, which I think I love to say they're the best in Kenya. They're very creative, very proactive, and very fast. Yeah, and our coders, always as usual, you get a coder who can do up to a certain point, but depending on the challenges you place them, they grow and become super coders. Yeah, so because we have many different things that force us to change a lot of stuff that work on the website and our media and our clients, and having a challenging chairman also makes us develop things every now and then. We also have a business development team that handles our clients, and recently we were working. We had to train people on how to be on social media. At first it was a challenge for like the digital department to handle the social media and everything all by itself, because we have so many departments, from lifestyle to news to all that. So we had to train our editors, our reporters and all that, so that immediately they have put up a story on the website, they actually tweet it immediately or actually post it. Sometimes news comes at midnight, yeah, and no one is here at midnight, and you know, you cannot what we've learned with our department and our target market, Facebook and Twitter are totally different. So whatever you post on Twitter cannot be the same with Facebook. It's the same story, but the angle you take of the story on Facebook has to be totally different for it to generate comments. Twitter is more directed, and as long as someone understands, they will retweet or go to the story. It just spreads information. But on Facebook, we actually try to make people understand the story. So I think apart from the core team, the core digital team, we have now the support system from the lifestyle team and the news team and the radio people on air, who we need them to be online all the time, on digital, on our website, to push people on our website. So I think the organization has totally taken up social media and digital media as their child. So in a way, yes, we have the core digital team, but I think it's a digital organization all in all. when we began, yeah, it was just a small idea, yeah, and the way it caught me, yeah. I think it's the same way. I think the best example is we can take the first day you went on Twitter, yeah. You know, the circle is always the same. You go, you try and tweet, and you expect a response like you do on Facebook. No one is retweeting you, no one is talking to you, no one is responding for a week, for a month, for 2 months, yeah. But life starts when someone retweets you, or someone, maybe you talk about something that goes viral, yeah. I think that is exactly how it happened at Capital, yeah. We went into the digital revolution, yeah. Very few people, almost 3, I think, and people did not feel it, you know. They didn't see the need. They saw it was another short-term project, like the magazines we've been having and everything else, you know. People knew it was the same thing, but until we started getting attention, until you know, our like, for example, our reporters were writing for radio only. That means they used to write 3 sentences and go home. 3 sentences of a story and go home. When we brought digital, they had to write like 350 story to 350 words, yeah, about a story, yeah. This meant they were using more time and more resources and everything. So what really happened, they were saying, if our salaries are not getting increased, I don't think we can do this. But if you look at it closely, the moment one of the reporters wrote a story and it got like 30 comments, yeah, that was the day that they saw the power of this. Yeah. Before on radio they used to say, that's my story, but nothing really personalizes the story or makes it look like it's yours, original, or no, you'll never be mentioned anywhere. But this is written by you, yeah. It has a response of 30 comments, either commending or supporting the story or doing whatever, yeah. So that really motivated our reporters from that end, and they got the kick, and they really wanted to, you know, finally someone is listening to me, finally I have a voice, you know. So that was the motivation for these people. And after that, more reporters got interested, and we had now to involve now a training company to come and train our staff, our reporters, on online writing now. Not only radio, not newspapers, because most of the reporters in Kenya are newspaper, radio and TV. So they had to be trained on how to write for online stories and all that. So that from that factor, that is how we did it. But most of the training with the core team of the digital, of our digital media, is through new experiences. Yeah, we are set up with a challenge. We are told this is needed in a week. Yeah. And we must sit down and do it. The client has already paid. Yeah. So we break our necks, we break our heads, we research, we look for help from anywhere. Yeah. And in the end, it worked for us. But as much as we were approaching it from the harder way, using Google University, you know, searching and finding the solutions online, yeah, we later in life realized that it's always better to learn and to know more stuff about all these things. Yeah, so we've been going to short trainings on particular issues or particular things, gone off out of the country to experience a different environment. For example, there's a time we went to Times of India, yeah, in India, to see how they work, how they face their challenges, and how they do everything, you know. In the room full of coders, you look, you see, you learn, and that exposure has been the best thing for us. And exposure is nothing without proactiveness. Yeah, you can be exposed to anything you want. You can even go to CNN and stay there for a month or a week. But when you come out of there, it's not about doing exactly what they've done, but you must now challenge yourself to do more and something extra. You know, try to beat them as much as you've learned from them. So I think our approach has been, our training approach has been doing extra than what we already know. You know, every day there's a challenge. in the whole of the Capital FM digital team, no one was brought here perfect, including me. No one was perfect. We came knowing so little, but in our heads we knew we know so much. But through the experiences that we went through here, we actually tailor-made our products. Any product, any website must be tailor-made to a particular organization. So there's no way I can come out of, maybe let's say someone poaches me and tells me, oh, you know what, this is a communications company, do exactly what you did at Capital. This would be a really big challenge, because number one, I must be entwined with the company first. Understand their values, understand everything, so that when making many decisions, even from a simple aspect as design, you must be actually part of the company completely to get things right. We have brought in let me talk about one of the coders that left Capital. He was here, he knew just HTML and a bit of PHP, so little of PHP, but he reached a point and he was like, you know what, it's time I think I need a bigger challenge. It's time I need a bigger challenge, as in what I'm doing now is not good enough, doesn't challenge me enough and all that, because at that point he could do a lot of things. He could do a lot of things. You give him something, he does it in a few hours and he's done. And the junior coders at that point were looking up to him. And I realized one thing: we didn't have enough challenges at that point. As in, we couldn't come up with a project that was huge enough or challenging enough for holding such a talent. I can tell you for sure that right now, one of the junior coders that he left, is so good, is so good. I don't know how to express it in words. He's doing some marvelous jobs on the projects we are about to launch. We are about to launch 2 projects in the coming month, and it's from the learning experiences. It's from understanding the organization. It's from understanding how we work together, and letting someone just be themselves at their work. By being themselves, I mean, I don't care if someone dresses a sack on his head or whatever, but as long as he does his work well. He's not on the presentation end. He's on this other end of actually working on the stuff, and also dictating their particular codes. Sometimes I think I can challenge the maybe technical managers and everything, like looking at every single code. Just let them freestyle, do the whole thing, as long as they make whatever they're working on work. They will feel proud of using their style of work, as long as you have the general written rules about the whole thing, as in they have grown to be some special people. We have never had anyone perfect. They have grown into the organization and done marvelous works. So my advice to organization is just pick someone who can work well. Look at every other factor that you need to look at, time, discipline, all that. But as long as he can do something for you, don't mind about how little he can work or how little he knows. Grow him into the culture and let him learn with you. Let the organization and the individual learn together, and they will end up being an awesome team, and loyalty will be even stronger.